So Tucker is gone from Fox News, and yesterday on Twitter, it was really amazing. It was heartfelt. It gave you hope. All the comments from people that said Tucker helped them with their career. He did things that he didn't have to do. He reached out to people that were on the way up and had promise. And I think Revolver News has the best compilation of these tweets that came out. A lot of appreciation for it. Was almost like you're reading like someone died. He didn't die. He's got to come back bigger and better. He's going to rise like the phoenix, and at least that's the conventional wisdom. Of course, he could, as we said yesterday, kind of ride off into the sunset, Johnny Carson style, but I think he has a huge upside and a passion for the future of the country. Not everyone was disappointed to see him go. We did have AOC kind of gloating overnight in her Instagram story. You can hear that here.
Reemerge out to grip over like the end of a building or something. But deplatforming works, and it is important. And there you go. Good things can happen.
Well, she might want to be careful what you wish for, because highly likely he's coming back. Just like she's described in some Marvel movie, the villain is coming back. Tucker Carlson, to her, is the villain. Yeah, he's kind of come back. Probably got to figure it out for a while. Don't be surprised if we don't hear anything from Tucker for like a month or something. It wouldn't surprise me. He doesn't have to do anything right now. He's not desperate. But he had changed his website just the other day. Yesterday, tuckercarlson.com. You can go there and sign up for text updates or for email updates on his next move. So he did change his website. He's going to be doing something. I'm sure there's a lot of discussions. People are pitching him ideas all over the internet, I'm sure. The tributes that came in yesterday were just really heartfelt. And I want to kind of go over them. Let's do that. Not everyone is like AOC, like good riddance, and be careful, what she wishes for, because this is a momentary pause, and I do think he'll be back bigger and better. But some of the things in this Revolver article are just spectacular, and I think we'll start off with, I hope I can get these names right here, Chaya Raichik. I think that's how you pronounce it. She is the one that runs Libs of TikTok. Tucker is one of the most genuine, kind-hearted, and authentic people I have ever had the honor of meeting. Him and his team embraced and supported me throughout my journey of running Libs of TikTok and being doxxed, and I'm excited to see what he does next. I know it will be great, and accompanied that is a kind of a cute little picture of the two of them, where I think she was on his extended interview show, and she was on Tucker Carlson before she actually had her own name out there. It was just like operator of Libs of TikTok. Before who doxed Raichik. Is that how you say it? Chaya Raichik. I hope I'm sure I've gotten that wrong. But Taylor doxed Chaya, and Tucker had Chaya on before we even knew her name. Next up is Savannah Hernandez from, I think, Turning Point USA. By the way, I think I walked by Savannah Hernandez when she was interviewing the devil lady at the Trump Tower, this lady dressed up as the devil. And I'm pretty sure Savannah Hernandez was interviewing her while I was walking by at the Trump Tower just before the indictment thing, in New York. So this is what Savannah Hernandez had to say. During the time when I was permanently banned from Twitter, Tucker and his team made it a point to platform my work. They even brought me out for his podcast and let me discuss my reporting and censorship. I'll never forget meeting him. Despite being the number one host in the entire industry, he greeted me like he was her biggest fan. It was a day I'll never forget. He was one of the most humble and genuine people in this industry, and if it wasn't for him and his team, a huge portion of my reporting would have gone unnoticed. I will be forever grateful to him. His passion for truth and exposing lies has been one of the greatest inspirations of my career. I can't wait to see what he does next. Really nice statement from Savannah Hernandez, and I guess that's her and him at the that extended interview show that he does. Noor bin Laden, again, probably mispronouncing it. Forgive me in advance. Tucker Carlson was the only mainstream voice who regularly had Darren Beatty, who's actually, I think, the founder of Revolver News, Revolver.news, Revolver.news, great website. And Julie Kelly, too, on his show to expose the Fed's direction. Today, he paid the price for repeatedly going against the regime and their prime weaponized narrative. Tells you everything you know. And, of course, it was Tucker that published the extra, not all of it, but the extra January 6th video, which really dispels quite a few lies of the regime narrative relative to January 6th. Still, Kevin McCarthy doesn't seem to have released it to anybody else. Michael Caputo, filmmaker, still recovering from brutal throat cancer and treatments. In January, I met Tucker for dinner. I was nearly half deaf and had trouble talking, still afraid. The bar was so loud, he spoke clearly. Before you know it, Caputo, I'll be gone from Fox and you'll be healthy, Tucker said in January. The world keeps turning, man. What a great, nice picture for the two. What a nice time for Tucker to take time to see this guy who wasn't feeling very well, and a little foreshadowing there, right? From Gays Against Groomers, Tucker Carlson is generally one of the kindest, most down-to-earth people I have ever met in my life. When I had the opportunity to meet him a few months ago, he greeted me as if we were been best friends for a lifetime. I will be forever grateful for this man having me on the show. Jamie Michelle, I think, is the name. Tucker Carlson, I've had a bunch of people text me in the last couple of weeks to say what fans they are of you and what you're doing. I'm sure speaking up has been highly disruptive to your life, but I wanted to let you know that people are hearing it, so I'm thankful you've been willing to be as brave and honest as you've been. And I think that's one thing that Tucker really values more than anything is honesty. Honesty, to look at the situation and just say how it is. And certainly Gays for Groomers has had a lot of kickback on standing up for what they believe, right? I mean, in other words, like, how can you be in favor of groomers, right? But they get criticized a lot. Daniel Smith, young man, Daniel Smith. Tucker Carlson is one of the kindest and most humble people I've ever spoken to. Who else would let an 18-year-old college kid interview them for 40 minutes? That's right. Right. I know my kids are 17 and 19, and so right in that age bracket, and I'm like, would I even let any of them interview me for 40 minutes? Incredible person. I hope he starts a new venture and goes all in. I'm sure he will. Very nice, Daniel Schmidt. Nice tribute there. Niall Farage, tomato. You know how I am. I'm awful with names. Tucker Carlson is irreplaceable. This will hurt Fox News. Yes, Niall, it will hurt Fox News. We saw yesterday how their stock took an absolute dinger. I'm sure maybe today it's recouped. I don't know. But it is going to hurt Fox News. I know that I reprogrammed my DVR last night. I don't need to record the 8 p.m. hour on Tucker anymore, so I won't be doing that, and I won't be watching it. A lot of times I caught it at 8 p.m., but sometimes, you miss it or you're 10 minutes late or whatever. But off my DVR, for sure. And this morning I turned on Fox and Friends out of force of habit, and then I shut it off. I was like, I'm all set. I did watch Maria, which is on Fox Business, and I know it's kind of the same network, but I just felt a little bit better watching Maria. I think Maria and Tucker have a lot in common, but not completely in common. But I did feel better getting off of Fox News and over to Fox Business. And then I was like, I'm all set. I got to get to work. Mo, with that Tucker, there is no Fox News. Well, I don't know about that, but you do get the sense that this could be kind of like the end of cable news. If you look at cable news consumption, I think overall, even though Fox News has dominated, if you look at consumption overall, it's probably slid. There's just so many other outlets. I remember the old Bruce Springsteen song. Not that I'm a big Bruce Springsteen song fan, but 57 channels and nothing on. Now there's like a gazillion channels and still very little on, right? In a free country, you have an absolute right to say what you think in public, but I guess not necessarily on Fox News. It doesn't matter who's offended by it. Tucker Carlson, the free speech, you know what I meant. You know the thing. You know the thing. Oh, by the way, I've got my Let's Go Brandon mug, and of course Joe Biden is running for re-election. That might be the subject of my next video. In the meantime, from Plymouth, America's hometown in Massachusetts, I'm John F. Gately. Thanks for watching.